Hi guys, it's James here at Sunseeker Southampton down at Swanwick Marina, coming towards the end of British Motor Yacht Show 2020, and today we're going to have a look around Project 163, which is a Sunseeker 76 yacht, brand new 2020 build. Come out of the factory just post lockdown, and she's sat here in the water just behind me. Just spin the camera around. Here she is. Lovely piece of kit, white, rail white, gel coat finish, black boot top stripe there running along the waterline. Loads of teak, high spec boat, larger 1550 MAN engines, and we'll head on board, take a look around her. So here we are now on board. You'll see immediately on the aft section of stern here we've got the beach club option with the drop down seat, barbecue, shower up in the top there, locker in the top which will take a Seabob F5 sea scooter. Platform I'm stood on here is a hydraulic high-low, takes a Williams 395 jet tender. The locker here we've got two shore power inlets. This one is the Glendenning, which is an automatic electric retract, and there's a second shore lead there for running on lower wattage systems. And we're coming down here into the crew cabin aft. Boat set up currently with two crew in mind, so we've got a fixed double here over on the port side. There's an option to put another shelf in here and have a third single berth if needed. It's finished in the same wood finish, carpets and what have you, on the basis that some boats very much still owner operator size in here. We can put guests down here, air conditioning and what have you. I'm looking at the moment of turning this aft section here into a worktop and ad hoc galley to give the crew a completely self-contained area away from the guests, and then we've got things like laundry storage here in the back. Again, I'm going to put a fridge and a convection microwave oven in the top here. So there's an array of sort of extra bespoke options we can do on these yachts over and above what the factory would typically offer. We've got Miele professional washer and dryer here, and the door here is an optional setup. We'll just turn the light on in here, and you can see the power plants. It's a beautifully engineered engine room in here. Just have to climb over a bag of cushions. So V12 1550 horsepower engine, standard is the 1200, and you can see everything is set up, say almost as if you had a full-time engineer on board. It's all easy to get to, beautifully clipped up. We've got two 27 kilowatt generators here. There's an Hydromore water maker up top there, hot water tank, spare filters for the water maker. This is a second cage for storage, which was an option from the factory. These are main breaker boxes for 24 volt systems on board, battery chargers, outboard wing fuel tanks behind the bulkheads here. 6,000 litres of fuel in one of these, so giving us a range around 450 miles. At cruise speed we've got fire suppression, hydraulic packs for the platform, the passerelle. We're on a Sleipner vector fin stabilisation system, so we've got fins sort of midships on the yacht that will run either off the gearboxes on the hydraulic packs when the boat's underway, or off generator when you're at anchor. Climb back out of there. Let's head on up, take a look at the accommodation. There's the small bathroom in here, before I get told I missed that on the video. So we've got dual access into the cockpit here with gates either side. You see this large expansive teak top dining table. These leaves obviously open and close if you want to turn this into more of a coffee table. In the evening there's space for a couple of directors' chairs here if you've got 8 of you on board. So boats rigged up 4 cabins on here, so 8 guests. Lots of options. This is fixed seating here. We've got sort of chaise that's removable, an acrylic work top come tray on top of there, otherwise doubles up as a stool. or you can have sort of a couple of big funky bean bags, a small wet bar outside, or even just a blank canvas with an open teak deck. Very much down to an owner to spec what they wish. Over here on the starboard side we've got good sized fridge, and there's an ice maker there, just saves running inside if you've got wet feet. You'll notice no threshold on the bottom of the door there. These stack back right behind the stairs there on the starboard side, so it opens the boat right up. And on a day like today, even with stifling heat in the UK, with a couple of windows open, we've got a nice sea breeze coming through and we don't need to run the aircon just to keep the boat cool. So coming inside, we've got a lounge area on the stern end, again with that's a sort of a table over the top of a buffet stool that's got storage inside. AV system there. There's a 55-inch TV up in a high-low box over on the port side there. We've got Roman blinds up top, LED lighting throughout the ceiling here. It's all dimmable to soften the boat up in the evenings. The wood finish here is a Vengay, dark wood, open grain in a satin finish. And then we've got little detail things like this sort of avocado paint just to give a little extra touch. Nice little stainless steel inlays in the doors. Custom panel, so it's a semi-enclosed galley. So as you see it at the moment, we've got this opaque screen, nice little stainless detailing on the edge here. We'll just come around, you can obviously see through there from the saloon. And if we come up forward just to where the switch is on the forward end of the fridge cupboard here, you can instantly close that off for a little more privacy. And you can see now, prep area, just not having to sit and look at dirty plates in the evening. Obviously lots of nice prep top here for plating up, and then galley itself is all Miele, so we've got 4-burner smeg top there, Miele convection microwave oven, slimline dishwasher, lots of storage, drawers for things like cutlery, we've got storage cupboards underneath. Dartington crystal there with Sunseeker laser etched into it. Full set of Royal Doulton up top there, which is set up for 8 on board. Again, more storage. Extractor fan under here. Nice 1.5 bowl stainless sink, and then we've got the optional opening window here in the galley just to give us that nice bit of ventilation through the boat. Of course, obligatory wine fridge. And then we come forward to the lower helm, so we've got a seating area to port, nice place to sit and chill out talking to the captain or the family depending on how you're operating the boat. Twin helm seats, so that the pilot seat is standard and then the co-pilot seat here is an optional extra. Besenzoni, beautiful Italian leather. And just sitting here at the helm you can now see panoramic view all around. Really, this is used when running in the evenings, if you're running more on navigation. Obviously you've got much better visibility from the Flybridge helm, but it's by no means shabby down here at all. We've got a side deck access door here, whether you're serving from the galley or using it when coming alongside. Everything's very much nicely to hand here, so obviously wheel in front. We've got MAN ZF gearbox controls here. We've got a Ventix Retroth joystick system, so that's basically using throttles into neutral here, and then a combination of thrusters and throttle controls gives us twist the top, engaging engines ahead and astern. Pushing it sideways is engaging both thrusters. Say for those owners that are a little bit more nervous on the water, it's just a combination of the steering, throttle and thruster controls makes life a lot more simple on board. But you've got a joystick here and then an option for one up in the aft cockpit, and of course up on the Flybridge as well. Simrad 19-inch, so it's a premium pack with 2 displays here. We've got AIS, a 64 nautical mile radar, of course autopilot control here that does the screens. Of course they're touch screen as well, and a nice array of switches here for wiper delays, bilge pumps, warning systems and what have you. And then up here, so this is our Sleipner control panel for the fin stabilisation. Sunseeker CM8 dashboard here, which gives us some basic tank pressures, alarms and what have you, and then that's again all repeated up on that big 19-inch display there. So fuel capacities, shore power systems, things like that. So it's all it's almost a commercial laid out Helm here, say, on the basis that this is sort of a size where you may or may not choose to run with a captain. You can, if you need to, for certain markets, we fit a divider screen in here behind the Helm, so this is then an enclosed section, and then behind obviously your galley. This was a big fridge freezer in here, stainless steel, worth showing you. Just lovely bit of engineering there. And of course, with 8 berths on board, we've got 8 spaces at the dining table, somewhere formal if you're going to use the boat as crude charter, somewhere nice to have a dressed up meal in the evenings. And that finishes off upstairs, and we head down below decks to the cabins. So the stairs turn around back on themselves. We've got little things like storage cupboards here, where otherwise there would normally be dead space. We still see things like the stainless steel detailing. It's a carpet upgrade here. Nice mirrored panel there. And then coming through into the master cabin, we've got a large centerline double bed here, so we're getting on for 2 meters wide there. Drawers in the bottom, of course, bedside drawers, aircon panels by the bed, 55-inch TV up there. We've got a Sonos play bar in the top, storage drawers over there below the sofa. Appreciate how quiet it is down here. There's like busy cafe upstairs, and the midships of the boat here very peaceful. And if you imagine yourself waking up at anchor in the morning, you've got lovely big glass windows here. You can fully appreciate the water and beyond. Nice little vanity station there, getting ready in the evening. And we've got good sized wardrobe space here. Of course, a domestic electric safe there. Again, storage for things like towels, bedding, what have you. So you need extra gear if you're running as a charter boat. And then a bathroom with his and hers sinks. And then up the end there, we've got a big shower stall. We've got a soaker shower in the roof. Nice Minerva stone on the walls and on the worktops here. It's worth noting up actually on that worktop in the galley is a granite upgrade over the standard Minerva. And then we come forward to obviously four cabins. We've got an array of different layouts, but this particular yacht is done with a double here on the starboard side. Good size 1.5 meter bed in here. We've got a TV package in here with DVD, what have you. There's again a little vanity station underneath here. And a good sized wardrobe. See the DVD up in the top. There's Apple TV down there. All the cabins have got that. And then this is a day head come ensuite. So there's a door there that takes us through into that cabin we just come out of. Upgrades in here, so we've got electric heated towel rail, again soaker shower in the roof, loads of storage under here, say long-term extra toiletries and what have you. Nice stone finish, Tecma vacuum flush toilets. And then coming across opposite, this particular cabin is configured with 2 fixed single berths. So you can have as an option sliding tracks in the floor here, which would turn this into an ad hoc double, and the inboard berth here slides across to give you an occasional 4th double. Also for kids cabin, I've done a drop down, what we call a Pullman berth, so single up top here if you need the extra on board. We're on EU 2-pin sockets here, so we can change these out for USBs or UK 3 pins depending on where the boat's going to be kept. Obviously a full AV pack in here, and again a small bathroom with a shower stall, what have you, finished up in the same way as the other onboard heads. And then we come forward, so this is VIP guest cabin, so centre line double, storage up top, good deep lockers. 76 replaced the 75 yacht and the 73 Manhattan before that, so hugely popular model both in the European states and also over in America. So it's a real owner operator, very good for long distance cruising. We've got acres of storage space and provisioning for owners that want to get away and really cruise these yachts to their full potential. Again, more storage here over on the port side. We've got a little vanity station here with a stool. And again, forward ensuite, so all the cabins effectively having their own ensuite. So all the guests are catered for. We've got storage cupboards here at the stairs. There's room to put a second set of laundry equipment in here if needed. We head back up onto main deck and we'll take a look at the Flybridge. So we've got teak treads here on the ladder. I call it a ladder, they are really stairs, very easy to walk down forwards or backwards. And you're met immediately in front of you with the Flybridge wet bar. Now the reason behind that is if you're running this as a crewed yacht, obviously crew easy serving food and drink straight up from the galley below. And as you'd expect with any well appointed wet bar, we've got top loading, very deep cool box here, electric griddle, and then beneath, as per below, we've got the additional ice maker and fridge in here, handy little storage cupboard, and an obligatory sink. Of course, a couple of bar stools, these are a factory option, removable from the deck if you're having a party and need the deck space. And this is pretty blank canvas up here, so modular seating. What you see here can be extended or reduced depending on how an owner sees themselves operating with the yacht. This particular layout on here is done with an open aft deck, so we've got this beautiful space which really is set off with some nice Summit teak sun lounges and accompanying coffee tables. Although she is prepared for a retrofit of a crane with jet skis and what have you, you'll see on the bases of the rails here, these have got removable knurled thumb nuts, and those rails can come out in a matter of minutes. And then you've got strengthening in the deck here to run a transverse crane up here and a single 3-seater jet ski. And then up top, optional hard top, where you see there's a sun awning here that comes out horizontally, and you can see all the nav kit up on the top there with the GPS aerials and the open array scanner and the twin VHF eels and what have you. Loads of AV, so we've got a premium pack up here, again one with Sonance speakers with Sonos AV, an opening centre section here in the roof, depending on what the climate is, allow a little bit more sunlight or ventilation in. And this is all converting, so we've got support of the optional coffee table here, and this panel here folds across and it encloses into a big sun pad, so a nice private place to come chill out in port if it's a bit busy in the aft deck. Of course, still loads of seating up here, handy moulded cup holders, so nice protection from this big curved windscreen to reduce the buffeting. You can see easier than from pointing out inside, that's an opening roof light there, so it just gives ventilation in above the lower helm area. Drawer fridge, never have too much refrigeration, storing bottles of water and what have you. And then repeated nav kit, so we've got two 16-inch displays just sitting up here at the helm. Very comfy seats. We've got a hidden in here is a pull-up acrylic panel which just gives you a little bit more wind protection if it's buffeting you at certain speeds. Again, this is our CM8 monitoring panel here which will give us, say, things like alarm systems. We go back to lighting systems here. You can see controls for underwater lights and what have you. 8 underwater lights, so 4 across the transom, 2 on each side aft quarter, and then we've got remote control spotlight, obligatory Sunseeker weighted badge in the middle there. And then from a docking perspective, if you imagine standing up, lift the cushion up on the seat here just to give you a bit more floor space. I can see down the stairs there, so I can see the aft end of the boat. Over the side here, I've got visibility all the way stern up to bow, and with my throttle, optional joystick, proportional thruster controls, everything is very easy to get to here. I can lean over the side, taking complete control if I'm med-style mooring, as these 2 yachts would be set up here, where we're coming alongside somebody rather than on a finger pontoon. So very easy to see full visibility around there, and Bluetooth mics with any crew these days, whether that's family crew or professional crew, so it just makes life on board so much easier. Still very much in the realms of owner operator here, I have to say, with some training to build your confidence. As long as you've got a good maintenance company to take care of the yacht when you're not on board, it is very feasible that you can operate this husband and wife team, or with kids on board to help you with a little additional cleaning and what have you. And we'll finish up forward. So I just dropped down, you see the depth of the bulwarks here, so we're starting to get into that realms of that mini ship feel. Huge vents here, engine intakes, obviously they're consuming a lot of fresh air when they're up and running. Handy side door that opens, just if you're ever on a concrete quay wall, easy to step on and off. And then we've got these massive expansive glass windows, letting all that natural light inside. And of course teak decks here, so that's optional. Really gives a nice finish to the yacht. Obviously a lot more maintenance than the exposed non-slip GRP. And then we have a custom configuration on here we call a Portuguese bow. So they've split the walkway down through the middle here to the anchor deck, and you get these large sun pads, storage lockers in both these, so massive space for fenders and blow up paddle boards and what have you. If I just come around centre line, you'll see the seating. There's a lift up clamshell bimini that's stored behind that backrest just to give you some protection. You've got lockers in the sides here for additional rope storage. We've got 2 drinks fridges, a separate AV zone up here, and then there's a 50 kilo anchor, 90 meters of galvanized chain there, freshwater plug-in for the deck wash. Just open up the lockers here. You've got loads of room down here, so everything's nice and tidy. So space for the anchor chain, and then some additional fender storage up forward there. Gas struts of course on the locker lids, little extra touch. So everything's exquisite detail, everything from things like our Sunseeker cast into the stainless there. LED deck lighting running all through the side decks. You can see that crew door if I just come over to the starboard side now. See that door that gives access for crew out onto the deck. So I say it's a very high spec boat. She is actually available. Rare on one of these, but just an opportune time at the end of the summer. One of these to come out, so still plenty of time to ship her or deliver on her own bottom down to the Mediterranean or beyond, so even to keep her in here in the UK. The base price, as you see here, £2.785 million ex-tax. So loaded up with all the extras, we're looking about 3.46 million on the water to this spec. So very little other than a tender safety kit and perhaps commercial coding package if you're looking to operate the boat for charter. Very little else is needed to get her out on the water. So I say, if you'd like any further information on her or anything in the larger or smaller yacht range, my email is james@sunseekersouthampton.com, or mobile is +44 7747 686 587. So I can talk you through this yacht, I can send you a load of photos, tech specs and what have you, or if you're interested in building your own yacht for 2021 season, have availability in this size into early summer next year. So there's an opportunity if you'd like to enjoy that build process from beginning to end. I say we're still in time to do that. Hope you've enjoyed the tour today, and we look forward to hearing from you.